Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the guitars that I'm going to be taking out on the road here in the spring of 2024. In case you guys missed the announcement, I am once again a hired gun for the band For the Fallen Dreams, and we're going to be going all over the United States once again, and I'm so honored and thankful for the opportunity, and I can't wait to see you all at the show. And since my channel is very guitar-centric and guitar-focused, obviously, it's not a cooking channel, I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, but yeah, man, I figured I'd just let you guys know, like, inside my brain, and, like, let you guys know, like, what I'm thinking about in terms of which guitars I'm going to take out on the road this time, because not only is the set list different, but it's a lot longer, and there's going to be a lot more changes and all that stuff in terms of like tuning and etc. So what I took out the first go round was direct support for a band called Monuments, and now that this is a headlining tour, my taste in guitars have changed, and I feel as though I need a new set of tools for the job. So before I start talking about my guitars, be sure to follow me on Spotify, be sure to like this video that you're watching, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. This channel is awesome. I love creating for you guys, and I'd like to think you wouldn't be disappointed if you stuck around a little bit. Alright, with that being said, thank you so much in advance, and let's talk about my guitars that I'm taking on the road. So a quick little recap. This past fall, 2023, I took two of my guitars out on the road. I took a 1978 Gibson Les Paul Custom, which was tuned all the way down to drop bass sharp with some big giant bridge cables. That was an interesting experience. It worked flawlessly, but we were only in drop A sharp for 3 songs, and those songs were pretty quick. So it was just like a little, like, you know, just dipping our toe in drop A sharp. Now with this set list, it's a lot more extensive, and it's a lot, you know, more involved. So I feel as though having a Gibson scale length and drop A sharp won't be the best idea, just in case of any sort of variables like a string breaks or just the constant tuning, you know, adjustments and stuff like that, because when you're down that low, man, trying to play in drop A sharp, it's just pretty problematic on a Gibson scale in the long run, like I said, for multiple songs. It's funny, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna bring out this guitar as my main guitar for the drop A sharp stuff. I think it's time, everybody. I think it's time to bring out the white Jim Root Stratocaster as my main guitar for drop A sharp. Now, whenever I'm traveling with an instrument or when I'm playing shows on a nightly basis, I feel as though, like, the less things that can go wrong, the better, because things breaking, things, you know, just not working right, whether it's electronics or, like, I don't know, your modeler, your pedal board, your wireless system, like, whatever, man. There's always just something that's just not right, and you always got to troubleshoot, right? So I feel as though this guitar right here is just the perfect scenario for me personally, not only in terms of, like, to curb my anxiety, but also too, and just in terms of, like, it can just do the job and it's rock solid. It's a very minimalistic approach. It doesn't have anything, you know, extravagant in terms of electronics. There's no floating bridge or anything like that. It's just, you know, just a very stripped down Stratocaster. And, you know, not only does it sound great, you guys have heard this guitar all over my channel for years and years now, over half a decade, but it just looks cool as dude, right? Like, it's this thing just looks super rad, and you know, like I said, the more things change, the more they stay the same. I've shied away from this guitar for such a long time, but I think as though it's time to you know, bring it out on the road. So for drop A sharp, I'm like 99% positive this is my main guitar. However, I think as a backup, I'm going to bring out my Ultra Lux Stratocaster. Now, this guitar, in a perfect world, would be my number one, but it does have a floating Floyd. It's not a hardtail, obviously. And this guitar, I've Frankenstein as all get out. I've spray painted it. I've pissed all the you know, the purists out there that, like, keep their guitars in the case. I've beaten this thing up and made it mine and just modded it as all get out, and I don't give a shit. I think it looks super sick as But anyway, man, this guitar I would love to play the most, but I think as though, kind of with what I was just saying, in terms of, like, variables and stuff like that, I could totally block this guitar off, but then also too, like, you just have so many more different components here with the fine tuners and, like, the screws that go in, the blocks in the actual saddles, etc., the springs. There's just so many moving parts. So I feel as though I will probably block this guitar off for the tour and then just have it as my backup, or maybe bring it out for, like, a song if time persists, or if time permits, excuse me. But yeah, this guitar is just like, this is my Frankenstein Strat. It's an Ultra Lux Stratocaster that I bought brand new out of Sam Ash in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and then I've just with it for years and years and got it to a point now where, like, I absolutely love it, man. It's got EMG X pickups in it. It's got the afterburner in it, and yeah, I've completely butchered this thing, but, like, I don't give a shit. I think it looks super sick, and yeah, it's mine. Whether you like it or not, it's undoubtedly mine, and this guitar is, you know, a one of a kind in the world. So for that, I love it. So yeah, this will probably be my backup guitar, and I'll have to talk with somebody, but I'm thinking about shipping this guitar out ahead of time, because I can't get on a plane with, like, 3 guitars. Like, I just don't have the means to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm probably gonna have to ship this one, like I said, ahead of time to rehearsal. But yeah, this will probably be my backup for the drop A sharp stuff. Now, this is where things get kind of tricky, because as well as drop A sharp, kind of the old school FT, FD stuff, there's a lot of the newer songs that are in various tunings and on 7 strings. So the main tuning that the 7-string guitar is tuned to is drop F sharp. And then we do different pitch shifting stuff with, you know, various tunings and various album cycles, etc. So for the 7-string, I'm going to be bringing out once again my Cerberus 7-string. This guitar is awesome, man. It's got the guitar pickups in it. I play this guitar exclusively for the first half. This past fall, I played this in like the Midwest, and then like the Pacific Northwest shows, and then California as well, and maybe even Phoenix, Arizona, or something like that. But then once we hit Texas, I switched to the LTD Arctic Metal, just to try it out for content for this channel. But this guitar was my main guitar, my main 7-string for the first half, the first go round of that tour, and I love it. And I love it, man. So like, you know, this guitar will definitely be out there on the road for me, and yeah, I can't wait to jam on it. And then speaking of that 7-string LTD, the white one, that one's out with the band. That's the band's guitar. The band is endorsed by ESP, and they have a bevy of ESP guitars, like an LTD Eclipse, an E2 Horizon, I believe, and then, you know, the Arctic White, Arctic Metal, whatever that thing's called, the one that I was playing. So that one's out there already, and like that one's for me to use, or the band to use as well. So I will definitely take that opportunity once again to play that guitar. And then last but not least, if time allows it and everything lines up, my signature baritone, my 30-inch baritone through Cerberus guitars, should be in my possession literally like any day now. Like, I'm just waiting for the shipping, you know, information to come through my email, like the tracking and stuff like that. So like, that's a 6-string 30-inch baritone, so it's not exactly ideal for the band situation. So what I'll probably do is just like play it for like 1 or 2 songs, maybe like something towards the end of the set or something like that. Again, all under the presumption that I'm even gonna have this guitar, but like, I think that would be such a cool, unique experience to be able to play my signature guitar on tour. You know, like, what a dream that would be, right? So, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, like I said, just, you know, timing, how all has to line up, and, you know, I'm just very, very wishful thinking that that'll all come to fruition. So with that being said, everybody, yeah, man, the tour is about, give or take, a month away before I fly out, and then it's towards the end of March, and then it goes all the way through, like, give or take the middle of April, something like that. So yeah, man, I hope everybody comes out to a show. If you guys are local to those dates, or if you're not local, just come somewhere and come say what's up, come hang out, man. It'll be a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing music for you all. As well as, I'd never want to shy away from this fact that I'm super mindful of the opportunity I've been given by For the Fallen Dreams, and I do not take it for granted. And I just want to do my very best to, you know, make sure those guys have a lot of trust in me, and I do the job, okay? Love that band, love those dudes. So yeah, man, great company to be around. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this video. Just want to sit down and talk some guitars with you all, and I just hope you enjoyed just listening to me talk about, you know, the tools I'm going to be using for the road, all right? So come out to a show, see you guys in the near future, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.